I like to take a walk just about every morning into the garden, check on it. Moved this oregano out here because it seems very happy and the deer don't seem to be bothered by it at all. Or it's not bothered by the deer, rather. And that's all cilantro that volunteered last year. This little blueberry. I threw some peas in and the peas are coming up. Well, I don't know if they'll last because we've acidified the soil for the blueberries. I've got some chives. This purple alyssum is so pretty right now. That I bought last year, same size, and it just went crazy. So, and I have a bunch of miner's lettuce volunteers. We picked some of that for a salad last night. More blueberries. I grew these alpine strawberries from seed. They'll start putting out flowers pretty soon. This blueberry has lots of new growth and lots of berries on it. Some more of this volunteer miner's lettuce. It's really good. It tastes like spinach, pretty much. Another that's volunteer cilantro. That's more alpine strawberries that we grew from seed. And we've got more blueberries. And no surprise, some more blueberries. This one's not too berried up yet. It's pretty brutalized from the hail. Same with this sage. Those aren't bug bites. Those are hail rocks coming through from storms. And this borage is flowering really nice. It's really pretty flowers on it. And they taste exactly like cucumbers, which I think is super fun. And then all this calendula just all lasted all the way through the winter because it was pretty mild and the snowstorm was short-lived. And of course another blueberry, and that's my top garden. Now this video originally had some music in the background because there is a live band playing, and this is the Cinco de Mayo celebration, but YouTube didn't like that. That's copyright, and we are having the learning curves on YouTube today, but that's all right. This celebration was really cool. It's in Columbia, California, and that's our silly friend Marcus. The cool thing about this celebration is the story goes that this is where Cinco de Mayo was first celebrated when the news of the end of the war came and people were shooting off their guns, and there was a lot of miners here and Mexican miners. And if you come to the celebration over Cinco de Mayo weekend, they have tons of signage and interpretive work to tell you the whole story, and it's absolutely worth checking out. The music and the dancing is super fun. All the vendors, it was a really, really good time, and we're glad we went. Mike's going in to get a knife and a bag, and we're gonna go on a mushroom hunt in the yard. And I'm thinking maybe Jables will come with us, and we'll find Cage along the way too. So let's go on a hunt. Jables, are you ready to go hunting for mushrooms? She's ready. Mike, are you ready to go hunting for mushrooms?
Hold on. Yeah, now
let's do it. This one we pre-hunted, and we're probably just gonna leave him here. No, he's still dry. He's not too dry. We're gonna take him with us. We saw him the other day, so that's what we're looking for, morel mushrooms. These are some kind of puffball mushroom. I don't really know, but they're growing all over here. We're not gonna eat these ones. The bugs are already eating that one. But that's cool the way they grow, and they look like little eggs. But the inside is like a styrofoam ball. We have not found any more morels since that one so far, but I think it's just because we're on the dark, kind of colder side of the yard. So we're gonna move over to the other side, but there are a lot of other kinds of mushrooms. We don't eat anything except for the morels because I don't know what this guy is, but there's so many of them and they're super cool. That's a heart legs iris, and they grow locally here. They come up every spring. And that's a Jabel's cat. We did not find any more. We're either early or late. We did have a flush earlier this year, but there also are a lot of false morels out, so maybe they're coming. We'll see. But in the meantime, it's a gorgeous day. Garden's looking good. We put bird netting up over the berries, and Mike is still trying to he's still trying to find them. But yeah, happy Saturday. This is road 7 and 02 down to Camp Wolfboro on the Stanislaus River, and it's a really beautiful off-road drive.
I just already know this is going to be one of our favorite spots.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it impacted me so much as a teenager, I kept coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
We live in Arnold.
Yeah, we live 20 minutes away.
So, I think this is going to be a favorite spot for us to wheel down to.
I think so too.
Pretty easy. Look at that campsite.
Oh, that's a campsite.
We could be overlanding up here. Gorgeous.
We took the doors off of the Foxy box after work today. She's looking very, very cute, half naked. And we're gonna do the same thing with our white whale and take just the front doors off of this little guy. So he's ready for summertime too, because summer starts after Mother's Day in Arnold. Awesome. So we are gonna go take a walk to the Lava Bluffs. We are at Calaveras Big Trees. We first summer ride with the doors off. Mm-hmm. It's chilly, but it's fun. So already so many wildflowers, so we'll get a lot of that. But this is a great trail, and we'll have Mike. You'll narrate this for us afterwards.
Oh yeah, I'll be like,
because he's all
that trail was awesome.
Ken Burns. Yeah. Okay. Bye. We'll see you on the trail. So here it is, July 12th, and we're actually finally getting this video from May edited, and it props to the YouTubers. So hey Mike, you want to tell us about this trail?
Well, if I'm looking correctly and seeing through my glasses now, since it's July and I wear glasses now, since it took so long to edit this video. I'm an old man wearing glasses now. This is the Lava Bluffs Trail, and this is a real fun one because it's like a narrow little single track through these deep dark woods, and it goes up and down through some canyons, kind of roughly along the side canyon near the, I think is that the North Fork or the South Fork of the Stanislaus River?
Flowers.
Anyway, it hikes up to these lava bluffs, which are really cool. You know, the Sierras are formed out of a lot of lava, and so some of it's sticking out in places, and this is one of them. And the view from the top's really pretty unreal because you can see all the way down to the river, and depending on what time of year you're there, there's like this big old drainage pipe that like fires water out into the river.
It really does fire it out.
Part of the Utica Water District's workings there. But the wildflowers for us have been the main star of this over the years because one time we went up there and found a super bloom. There's a kind of a meadow below the bluffs, at the top of the hill. But getting up there's really neat because you go through these deep, dark woods and you get to see all the different microclimates of our area. And really, this is inside Calaveras Big Tree State Park, and so you get to see all the microclimates of the park and sort of this elevation in the Central Sierra, which is 4,000 or 5,000 feet. And the you go through, you scramble over some rocks and you got to hop over maybe a creek or two here or there, but it's really not too difficult a hike.
A lot of like up and down.
Yeah, a lot of elevation gain and drop.
How long does it take, do you think?
Oh, I'll bet we spend 90 minutes, maybe a couple hours out and back.
Yeah.
There's kind of a loop. It's a little bit of a lollipop. So you go out to a point, and then it's one directional loop. They send people around, I guess, so it doesn't get too crowded if people hang out in the narrowest parts.
And like we mentioned that day, we took off after work, and so, maybe about 3:30, 4 o'clock that day. And it was June, so it was warm but not too hot. I recommend this trail for sure in the spring or late fall just because of the hills and the heat. And you can see it's pretty steep. I don't think the video does it justice to really show the...
No, one thing I'll note about it is that we walk all over this park all the time. Well, not all over, but 3 or 4 trails regularly. And we don't really carry stuff with us. We have this joke about walking versus hiking because... did you say wrap it up?
Yeah.
You were trying to signal me, but then I started talking about it out loud. Anyway, so that's the top of the trail right there.
Totally worth it, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Professor Mike.
Haha. We're out here planting blueberries, and I'm trying to get this poppy action. Planting another blueberry in the top garden to round this one out. Amending the bottom soil with peat moss. Got this guy's going in the hole. Nice, beauteous blueberry already burying. Here's another blueberry that will be its neighbor. Strawberries and blueberry. Blueberry back there. 2 more blueberries in the back. Bugs. Trying to get it to show the bugs, but it's really only showing the blueberries. That's cool. They're pretty nice.
Break those up.
We both just said nice at the exact same time. We are like the same person, so that makes perfect sense.
It's important. In a hard turn from blueberry planting, here we are on the road down to Spicer Reservoir. It's a right turn off of Highway 4 if you're coming up from Arnold towards Bear Valley. This is all on iPhone, so it's not as fancy as some of my other camera work that you get to see, but this is from back in May. And we had on sweatshirts, but the doors off, so the weather was kind of chilly, but I think we ended up finding a cool place to sit down. We'll find out. And took off sweatshirts and hung out for a little bit. But we were just kind of out checking to see what's open in the mountains. Here's the turnoff for Elephant Lake Road, which is off of Spicer. And what's cool about Elephant Rock Lake is it has giant lily pads. One day I'll show you. But it has giant lily pads with big, giant yellow flowers, which are really cool. And I like driving on this road because it's not technical really at all. You're just watching out for potholes or whatever, but it's nice and slow, and that is my favorite speed, so I really enjoy it. But we did find a lot of people out at Spicer, so we backed up, or rather out at Elephant Lake. So we backed up and we took another road, and it was still early spring, like we said. So we came up and we did find some logs, and I couldn't decide ever if I should be like filming Mike moving logs or if I should be getting out and helping. So I got weird and awkward in between. But I did pick up a couple pieces of bark, and I really felt like I deserved a reward for it. So I waited for one, and I got what I waited for. All right, so we've been jeeping today, and we went out. It's a Friday before Memorial Day weekend, which is important to know. We came down Spicer and then went out to Elephant Rock, and bunch of campers, well, a bunch of camp equipment and a bunch of cars, but no people, so that was weird. And then we saw just a little spur road, so we came up that spur road and we saw a camper, and then we saw some logs down, and Mike got out and moved them. And we were like, oh, there shouldn't be anybody else up here. And they were like, unless somebody put those logs there on purpose to make us think that there's no one else up here. And we were 100% right?
Oh yeah, there's all these campers up here.
Yeah.
Someone put the logs in the road to make it so no one else would come up. Then we came up.
Yeah, we were like, hi. So it's real pretty though. There's like nothing forever. It's just like that everywhere around us. A lot of bugs, but we got bug spray. And you probably can't even see because of the tree, but the Jeep's right over there. It's good. There's some people shooting guns over there. And Mike's like, why are they doing that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's probably why you should come into the woods, right? Because, like, you can't do that in suburbia.
No. You can shoot guns in the woods, though. We hear gunshots all the time.
And he goes, well, as long as they're not shooting at us.
That's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
I think they know we're out here and they're not shooting this direction.
So we're having a couple of beers, which is fun. We have always been pub people. We love pubs. We love having a couple beers. We generally enjoy shooting the shit with a bartender and whatnot, but
they're literally shooting the shit out
they're
here.
shooting the shit. Yeah, they're literally shooting the shit right over there. So that's fun. So we were just sitting here drinking, having a good time out in the middle of the woods. And I was like, hey, this is Forest Pub. And it's cheaper. Like, Forest Pub is so much cheaper. There's no line for the bathroom either. Did you hear that?
That's the good.
There are gunshots in Forest Pub sometimes. But, like, they did try to make it so that we wouldn't come up here, and we did anyway, so yeah. Shotguns and Forest Pub. This is the end of our unhinged compilation of what May was like as we delved into becoming YouTubers. Here's a little nature we leave you with, and thank you so much for watching if you made it this far.